Canadians are fair-minded people, and that's why they know it's wrong for one political party to seek to impose an electoral system on this Parliament and our entire country over the objections of other parties and the majority of Canadians. Now, the Liberal governments in BC, Ontario and PEI all understood this, which is why they held referenda on electoral reform. Mr. Speaker, why does this Liberal government have so much less confidence in the common sense of Canadians? Why won't this Liberal government follow the provincial precedent of a referendum on electoral reform?
The Honourable Minister of Democratic Institutions.
Mr. Speaker, I appreciate the Honourable Member's desire to hear from Canadians, but I've yet to hear from him or his colleagues on how a referendum could help us hear from those who don't traditionally engage in the democratic process, like young people, women, Indigenous persons, those with disabilities and exceptionalities, those living in the remote and rural regions of this country. We need to ensure that we use...
Order. We want to hear the answer. The Honourable Minister of Democratic Institutions.
We need to ensure that the tools we use to hear from Canadians are in line with the 21st century's needs and the possibilities to make sure that all Canadians across this great nation are included in this important conversation.
Member for Calgary-Midnapore.
Well, Mr. Speaker, their excuses for trying to rig the system are getting more and more ridiculous and transparent with that answer. Mr. Speaker, she's talking about a fake consultation process that interest groups will be involved in, maybe a few thousand people. We want the ultimate consultation that allows tens of millions of Canadians to decide how they elect their representatives. Why is this Liberal government so determined to be the first government of a major democracy to change the electoral system without a direct popular mandate expressed in a referendum?
Honourable Minister of Democratic Institutions.
Mr. Speaker, while the premise of the argument that my honourable colleague brings forward is false, I will go on to bring this forward. Yesterday, the first day that we brought forward the conversation on electoral reform, the hashtag electoral reform on Twitter alone garnered nearly 12 million impressions in one day. This is the 21st century way, and we will ensure that all voices who don't traditionally engage are included in this conversation.
The Honourable Member for Calgary-Midnapore.
Apparently she wants decisions to be made by Twitter. We want decisions to be made by the people, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, Parliament does not belong to politicians. Parliament does not belong to the Liberal Party. Parliament belongs to the Canadian people. Why not allow the Canadian people to make this decision, not the politicians?
The Honourable Minister of Democratic Institutions. Order. Order. Order.
Mr. Speaker, change and much-needed reform require leadership and vision. Our government has a vision for a healthier democracy, and there is no lack of leadership on this side of the aisle. It is my hope that all members of this House will share in this leadership and help bring our electoral system into the 21st century.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.